finally, we've got some pre-season games under the belt now, and it makes me excited heading into the season. If you can't be a fan excited about what your team is capable of heading into the season at this point, what are you even watching rugby for? With that in mind, instead of looking at each team and maybe picking out the best player, I thought I'd pick from each team the most underrated player. And with that in mind, I'm just going to get straight into it. So for the Scarlets, the player I've gone for is Ioan Nicholas. Ioan Nicholas to me is a typical glue player. Those players that don't go away with Wales, but you have to have him at the region. They always perform. He's always available. And he can play in multiple different positions wherever they need him to. He'll fill in, no fuss, well respected around the club. If he's in the centre, he's on the wing, fullback, it doesn't matter. He's always 100% and always does a solid job. And that has got to be one of those players that a coach absolutely loves. Well respected amongst his peers, always a solid performance, and can play in loads of different positions. Exactly what you need for a long, hard season. And then moving on to the Dragons, I'm going for Aneurin Owen, someone I speak about quite a lot because I think he's super underrated. I think he probably should have had a look in for a Wales squad maybe by now, even if it was a summer one. I think he gets penalised for being at the Dragons, no disrespect to the Dragons. He's just one of those solid players. He's 100% every game. He's always in, quite often in a losing effort. And is never any time that he drops his head or gives up. It's always chucking his body into everything. And super underrated skill set. I think he's got the ability to do a bit of everything in that 12 channel. Play make, he can carry, tackle hard. And unfortunately, he just doesn't get the credit he deserves. Constantly changing outside halves and outside centres. But he is always the ever-present captain. The team last year a couple of times during the absence of the main captains in injury, and I don't think he ever let the Dragons down. Then moving on to the Ospreys, I did think of Morgan Morris, but I think that was too obvious, so I did go with Jack Walsh. Jack Walsh is a player that is, to be honest, when he first came into the Ospreys, I wasn't convinced on him. I thought, I don't think he's really got the minerals. But each season, improvement, and he's become an integral part of that team now. Especially since he's moved to fullback, it seems like that position really suits his skill set. Super elusive runner, not a massive amount of pace, fast, but not burner pace. But he always seems to slip out of tackles. Quite often takes right decision, when to carry, when to pass. Got that kicking game, the ability to fill in at 10 if needed. And when the game was on the line in that Glasgow game when he had to kick that winning kick from the touchline, absolutely nailed it, no issues at all. I wish he was Welsh qualified. If he was, I think he would have certainly been in the Welsh team. Hopefully Australia can keep their hands off for long enough for him to qualify through residency, but we'll see. And then the final one is Cardiff, and I've had to go for Harri Millard. I mean, this guy's story, when all of the budgets got cut, he basically didn't get offered a contract for Cardiff. Then injuries and stuff gave him a chance to come back in the squad. He was an outside centre by trades, and they were playing him on the wing because that's where they needed him. And he just continued to make really good impressions whenever he got an opportunity. And then just sort of really grew as a player. Now he's got to the point where top try scorer of the URC, from not having a club to top try scorer in the URC, is amazing in just a couple of short years. He's got this crazy ability to slip out of tackles. Not the biggest guy, but really elusive and really slippery. I just don't know how he does it. Got some skills, got a good skill set because he can play at 13. Had to fill in there a couple of times end of last year. I think we'll see him there again a bit this year because Cardiff are a little bit lighter in that position. But got injured, came back, straight back to it, no issues, straight back, fully fit, scoring tries, and I think he's super underrated. I mentioned on my main channel when I was doing the depth chart for Wales, if Steve Tandy isn't looking at him right now, you can't ignore him forever if he keeps scoring these tries. So let me know what you think. If there's someone else you'd think I should have put on this list, let me know. I will catch you on the next one, and make sure you're subscribed.